background noise out, so just I have this on 2 tracks, and it don't matter.
Okay.
Alright, 5, 4. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe from the GoLoco Podcast, and once again, we have the weeb himself, the man, the myth, the legend. You know him from the My Hero review that is the second most viewed video on my channel, as well as, what was the other one? It's been a while. It was like one of the first. Oh shoot. Oh no. Discord. I hate you. Good morning, good afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe from the GoLoco Podcast, and today we have the man, the myth, the legend, the weeb, Justin, coming back. Third time on, if you're on YouTube, the channel. Second time on the podcast. Today, we're just going to be a little bit of, I'm going to turn this screen off for a minute, degenerates, and we're going to talk about probably one of the biggest topics in all of anime fandom and weeb culture, the concept of waifus. So Justin, first of all, before we get to that, how you been, dude? How you been?
Just chilling, hanging out in SF right now, and gonna probably hang out tomorrow and go do some walking around nature stuff. Fun.
Nice. What anime you been watching? You been watching any anime recently?
Oh yeah, I started The Irregular at Magic High School, second season.
Ooh, I've heard about that. Is it good?
Oh, it's great, man. If you like overpowered characters that don't want to be overpowered, but when they have to, they're just like, hey, let me just take a shit on you real quick, and it's like totally mess everybody up. It's awesome. It's so dope.
All right. Anything else? Just that for now.
I'm also watching Plunderer, which is a very interesting anime.
Is that this season?
Like
I haven't heard it.
No, it was last season. It was 2019.
Okay,
it finished. It's 24 episodes, and it's kind of like, it's a different take. It's kind of like fantasy-esque, but it's like if you took our generation and then like fast forward it 300 years,
and
it became fantasy. It's like a very interesting take. So basically, it's like in the future.
But you can't sci-fi really fantasy, but like more emphasis on the actual fantasy part of it.
Yeah, you have like swords, and like it's more like villages and stuff, and has like magic, but it's like in the future because like our world turned to crap. It was really cool.
All right. For me, at least for this season, some of them are a little behind on, but I'm watching Yashahime, the Inuyasha sequel, which is actually, I mean, looking at it, I'm like, okay, the animation budget isn't the biggest, but neither was Inuyasha, but the story is pretty interesting. Like so Inuyasha's only shown up for the first episode, and the first episode is basically just another Inuyasha episode. The second and third ones have been much more Yashahime. I think the fourth one comes out tonight, so I might be watching that in the morning.
Nice.
It's really interesting. It's like the two twin daughters who are they're specifically said half demons of Sesshomaru, two princesses of Sesshomaru, and then Inuyasha's daughter. And so girl power anime, but they don't really talk about it, but it's like. So the Sesshomaru's daughters, one of them, I don't know the names yet because I haven't watched it, but the one with the white hair, who looks like looks like the main character, like the main character. They're 3 main characters, but she's like the main one, right?
Yeah.
She's like the Naruto of the group, right? In terms of like, so she's kind of like, she gets sent to the future when like she gets separated from her sister, like, and she gets sent to the future. She actually gets raised by Kagome's brother, if you remember. If you watch enough Inuyasha, Kagome she has a younger brother, so he raises her until she's like 15. So like they're saying like the well, so the well got sealed and stuff. If Inuyasha, spoilers for
I've seen
10-year-old show and a much even older manga. Okay. Spoilers. But and then so like the tree, the tree that Inuyasha gets, he got attached on. So apparently the well was made from that tree, so for some reason the tree like sends her to the future, and then like 15 years later she reunites with her sister, but her sister has no memories of her. She's like, I don't know who you are, and then Inuyasha's daughter is like, I'm here too, and I'm basically female like literally like female Inuyasha. But like
super
the thing is like none of them seem to remember their parents. Like Kagome and Inuyasha are non-existent. So Shomaru and who I assume is Rin, because I know it's weird, but there's no other person. Is like when someone says, but like okay, so it's weird. So Inuyasha's daughter knows who Sesshomaru is, but she doesn't say Uncle Sesshomaru. She just like. She like Inuyasha has that smell, right? So she smells like the main white-haired girl, and she's like, "Oh, you're the daughter of the great Lord Sesshomaru." I'm like, Inuyasha would have never told his daughter to say. But then it's like Sesshomaru. I don't know who that is, and it's like the other girl who already doesn't remember her daughter is like, I don't know who that is. Like they all don't remember her parents. So I'm like, it looks like it's gonna be only like a 26 episode anime, and it looks like it's gonna be 2 cours, so it's probably gonna be 13. But it's like I think the mystery is gonna be like why don't because like when what's it called? So like it's funny because like they make the humans from the future hella smart. So when Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter gets sent to the future, they're like she doesn't know who they are, but one look at her is like she looks like Kagome. That's probably Kagome's daughter. I've seen weirder things. That's our niece. That's our niece. That's my great granddaughter. That's my granddaughter. But they don't tell her. At least for this episode, they didn't tell her outright. They're just like, we think it's her because like she's wearing a red thingy. She has a bow and arrow and a sword, and she has like she kind of looks like a mixture of like what Inuyasha when he's in human form and Kagome. She has like Kagome's like eyes, but like she has like Inuyasha's fangs, obviously.
Yeah.
But she has black hair, so it's like basic cat girl. But then, like, it's weird, but, like, and then it's weird because, like, I don't know, because obviously, Sesshomaru, different mom, we don't really know. I mean, we kind of know who his mom is, we've seen her, but, like, obviously it's not. I guess for some reason, when he has children, they don't look like what Inuyasha looks like. They don't have dog ears, they just look like humans.
Fuck.
They just look like,
stupid.
Rin's blood is strong. Is what is in for. But yeah, and it looks like they're traveling, they're still stuck, all 3 of them are in the future now, but I think they're supposed to go back to the past at some point. They're probably gonna. I think, and I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it just because like some people were getting mad. Kikyo is somehow bad. What? Let her rest. Bad? No, back.
Oh, back.
But it sounds like she's the spirit. It's like it seems like she's become the spirit of the tree. So we don't know if it's like actually Kikyo or just the person's like it's attached to Kikyo's spirit. But everyone's like, this is. Kikyo's died like 3 times. Can she like rest finally? Like, does she have now? She has to deal with her ex. She has to deal with her ex's daughter. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, y'all.
No, we just gotta bring her back a couple times, you know. She
gotta just shoot an arrow once or twice. And then I like apparently Kikyo. I know it's only been like 15 years. They said from the original series, but like Kikyo's younger sister, who's like hella old, is still alive. I'm like, how the fuck? Also, they've shown Kohaku. So like Sonya's, am I saying right? Songo's younger brother. He's like one of the only OG. He's one of the only OG characters who's been shown. And then I assume it's Sango and Moroku's son is also a demon slayer, and that's the only like. There's no Shippo is nowhere to be seen. I haven't been seen. Sango and Moroku haven't been shown since the first episode, which is a flashback, which is basically in their Inuyasha episode. Also, Moroku without a freaking wind tunnel, I know it's meant to be underpowered because all he got is like a staff and charms now, but like, he didn't do anything. At least Sango like chucked her boomerang like wah, bah, 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 bah.
Feels bad.
It was bad, but like I don't. It seems like it's good. And then I'm also watching Haikyuu. I don't think I need to explain that. Amazing. Nope. It's basically.
I haven't seen it though.
It's good. You should watch it. Like it's hype. Like the animation is top.
I've heard it's good.
Yeah, and then I'm behind because I only watched the first episode. I watched the Higurashi, which they said, it's a reboot, and then people watch the second episode. No, it's a sequel. You assholes. Did you hear me or no?
Yeah, no, I heard you.
Do you know who the purple hair girl from Inuyasha from Higurashi? Do you remember? Spoilers, more spoilers, I guess.
No, I've never seen Higurashi. I've never seen Higurashi.
Oh yeah. Okay, so basically, like Higurashi.
I know what happened.
It's a time loop, right? Okay, it's a time loop. In the end of the second season of Higurashi, they broke the time loop, right? They broke it, right? Like, oh, we can move on from everyone murdering each other, and everyone gets a happy ending, right? So there's this purple-haired girl who I don't know her name, but she was the only one who kept remembering there was a time loop. Like she's the original timeline, the original show. She's like, I've been living for 100 years the same week. Could you imagine? It's like 500 loop, 500, yeah, Groundhog Week day, but like for 500 weeks I've been like fucking doing this, and I finally broke it. And the second episode, she's a little kid in the anime, right? But then in the second episode, she's like, it shows her like in this spiritual one, she's a teenager. And she's talking to the goddess who basically made her like the only one in the time loop who remembers. And she's like, why am I back in the time loop? And why? This is 10 years ago. Why am I back in the time loop? I just got out of the time loop. Why'd you put me back in the time loop? Who started the time loop? And she's basically like, okay, I have to like become detective me again and try to figure out because none of the other characters know it's a time loop. But obviously they would have been older, but now they're all back to being however young they are. So she's just like, what the and they revealed it. So they're saying it's a reboot because I think it's a visual novel, so they think they're gonna show probably a lot of the same roots, but also showing more. Oh, okay. But showing maybe more roots and or more details from those roots than they might have skipped over the first time. But at the same time, also having it so that the girl already knows that they beat these loops, but obviously she doesn't want to interfere. So she's just like, everyone's like, it seems like it's good, but everyone's like, it's not a sequel. It's a sequel and a reboot, and everyone's like, I think trying. I think it looks like it's gonna be good because the first episode, the actual opening is different, but at the end of the first episode, they played the original opening, and I was like, what the fuck?
Mind blown.
I like how they put the opening is now just an OST, just like
right.
I was like. Because I was like, as an OST, it doesn't fit really as an OST, but I was hype anyway. I was like, what's going on? I don't get it.
That's sick.
Higurashi is one of the only shows where like, hey, we could have cute lollies like all having fun, and then they murder each other.
Hey man, School Live is actually a really good anime.
And then the only other one, the one I've been wanting to start but I keep forgetting is Jujutsu Kaisen. That's the one I'm gonna probably start. Because the people who read the manga that I follow on Twitter are saying they said today's episode was really good, but the next episode is where everyone's gonna be like, okay, this is probably gonna be one of the next big shonens that get popular, right? So I think I need to catch up before that happens so I can be part of the hype.
Oh, okay. You want to be part of the hype train?
And then the only anime I watched last season was God of High School. Not gonna lie, I've been slacking.
I haven't seen God of High School. Last one
from what I know and what people said, that the animation itself and art animation music was amazing, but they like every webtoon so far, they're rushing the shit out. Like they sped through like the first arc and a half.
They want that money, dude.
Like they're like, you know how Naruto spends too much time on flashbacks?
Yeah.
God of High School spends too little time on. It's the opposite problem. They like flashback for 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. It's like what?
It's like Dragon Ball Z, dude.
But it was like
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, but it was like they showed a flashback and then they stopped the flashback. It was like they're like
feels bad.
They're like in the middle of a fight. They had a flashback for 1 minute that apparently was like a whole chapter or two in the webtoon. But they're like, nah, we could just squeeze this in for like 2 minutes. It's like, no, that's called character. We need character. But they're like, no, we want fight scene and big reveal at end of season. And everyone's like, fair enough. But like, holy shit, it was fast.
Dang, dude, that's crazy.
Like apparently apparently the webtoon in the beginning was a lot of like setup. But the first episode was like, no, we're going straight to the first battle. They're like, let's go straight to the tournament. Tournament. A manga that people recommended to me was like, I think it's like something about Ragnarok. It's like a manga called
I think I heard something about.
It's like apparently like all the gods of all the pantheons are like, hey, we want to destroy the world, but before that, let's have one big tournament. And apparently all the mythological beings from like everything are like fighting. Like apparently, fucking Zeus and fucking Adam, like fucking Adam and Eve are fighting, and apparently it's god tier art. And I'm like, if people are saying if this doesn't get animated, it's gonna be a travesty because it's like, and it's like they're like it's like there's some story, but they're like, no, we're gonna fight. It just continues like hype, and I was like, bro, if like Jesus is gonna throw down, I'm ready.
There's there's a manga that I was reading way back when it was a manga where you're like reincarnated as somebody important and you fight with somebody, so like and you get a power based off of that person.
You mean Fate? No, just kidding.
Yeah, Fate basically. No, it's basically almost like Fate, but it's like you have like Einstein, you have Schrodinger's cat as the person, you have like a famous like person in a war or something, but you get their like power. So if they're like based off of a sniper rifle like person, you can get their ability to like snipe somebody from like a million meters away or something. It's really interesting. Or like Schrodinger's cat as a person. It's like you have the possibility of two different paths, or you freaking have Adolf Hitler as a goddamn person. It's a really interesting manga.
All right, I'll see if I can figure it. All right, but let's get to the main topic of today.
30 minutes later.
Waifus. Justin, would you like to explain to the audience who do not know what a waifu is? What are 2D girls? Why do some guys say I'd rather have 2D women than 3D women? What is a waifu?
Because a waifu is basically a female character, usually heroine, or a girl in a harem that you proclaim as god tier in your eyes, and basically you will give your life to and money for figurines, body pillows, cosplayers, and so forth. I mean, that's the basic summary.
My God, it basically sums it up. So the reason we want to talk about this topic is I have no other topics to do because the anime is pretty dry right now. I mean, we talked about it in the beginning, but like, I mean, with 2020, it was like a lot of things got delayed. A lot of things are getting pushed back, moved around. Yeah. But hey, 3.0 plus 1.0 is finally coming out after 10 years since 2.0 or since 3.0.
Oh, God.
Evangelion, my goodness. The reboot of the old
Shaman King,
which they showed like it was just a trailer. It was just like him just standing there. It looks dope though.
Voice like a girl. It sounds like
but that's every anime protagonist.
They could have done it so much better.
Naruto and Goku both have female voice actors, and Naruto's
okay. Goku is horrible.
To be fair, out of all the voice actors, for some reason, Nozawa fucking Goku somehow still screams the same while Shemo and everyone else is like, I'm old, and Nozawa's like, old? What is that? I'm 80. We're just gonna keep going. We're gonna do the same Kamehameha I did 30 years ago. It's gonna sound the exact same. I don't understand. This woman is so full of energy. I'm like, she's Kid Goku incarnate. I mean, you might not like her. I kind of like her, but I obviously grew up English dub, so Shemo's the voice I hear. But like, for a lot of people, Nozawa is Goku, and she has for what, and obviously Toriyama thinks Nozawa is like what he imagines Goku sounds like. My God, her juggling Goku, Gohan, Goten, Goku Black is just like, my God, her Goku Black, not gonna lie, was hella like, it was like, I did not know a woman could go that deep with her voice while still trying to be kind of Goku.
You know what's the crazy thing is that they just don't like dub over like old like Kamehameha or like
they
Super
still
Saiyan.
Got them old mono, not mono, old. I don't know what's called.
The yelling.
Yeah. Also, they always keep messing up those re-releases. Like sometimes they got a green tint, sometimes it's like forced 16:9, not 4:3, and everyone's like it cuts off stuff, and everyone's like, we just give us some, and then don't be like, oh, but how about Kai? Have you seen Kai? Like some of the stuff they redrew looks like ass. Like they literally redrew a frame, and it's like, how did you make it? All you had to do was like just trace. Like you literally had to trace a frame and recolor it, and somehow it looks horrible sometimes. Horrible. The Kai is just. I mean, I get the concept of Kai, but I was like, you might as well have just done Super earlier. I mean, fucking. Also, Goku being a dumbass in the manga again. Hey, let me give a sensu bean.
Yeah, right. Like, what did he did that for?
Cell.
Who did he do it for? Cell? Yeah.
No, they're saying this arc is basically Cell 2.0 because Goku's like, hey, sensu bean.
Hey man, if it worked, it worked. You know.
I don't know if it works though because everyone's like Goku. we know people are like Goku's messed up in the past. It wasn't just Cell, and everyone's like, yes, but you'd think he'd learn after 50 years of living. He would learn once to like, what if I just beat him? The thing I like though is he threw this for this one, like it backfires, but initially it doesn't because the main villain eats the sensu bean and then punches Goku and breaks his arm, and Goku's like, I was like, he's like, you see him break, and then Goku's an Ultra Instinct at this moment, right? So he didn't even move. He's like, and then he's like, and then he gets out of Ultra Instinct, kneels down while the guy's in pain. He's like, you don't train often, do you? And I'm like, Goku, why are you such a savage?
Oh,
but then his name, the main villain is Moro. Of course, it backfires. Moro's ability is actually to steal the life force of others and gain their abilities. So, like, let's say he like earlier, I think he stole Goku's abilities from a previous battle, so he can use instant transmission and he can switch between who he can. So he's like kind of OP, but like kind of not. Like he had an interesting design. He looks like a goat, but then I guess Toyotaro was like, "Nah, I want to make him look like Cell." So it kind of looks like Goat Cell. He gave him a face, and everyone's like, "That's just Cell. You just put Cell's face on it." That's so. Everyone's like, and now with the whole sensu bean thing, is like, "My God, you're just doing the Cell art." God damn.
That's amazing.
But like, so basically, at the end of the new chapter, he becomes the planet. Like he is Earth. So like, the only way
the galaxy.
Oh no, the only way Goku can win is he has to destroy the Earth. Now everyone's like, "Well, I couldn't have seen something so catastrophic happen if Goku just didn't give him the sensu bean."
Yeah, right.
Like Goku. Oh, but Vegeta can do like new shit. Like, so you know how Goku went to Yardrat and learned instant transmission? The whole training arc for Vegeta was like Vegeta went there and he didn't want to learn I mean, I think he can, but he wanted to learn something else. So like, we can teach you spiritual manipulation. So he's like, Vegeta can like shrink and grow and fucking do crazy shit with energy auras. But of course, it's just Goku the anime, so of course, even though Vegeta looks hella cool, and I think Vegeta's probably gonna. I feel like Vegeta's probably gonna do something cool because even though it's like Goku, like they had Goku come in, fuck up, and Vegeta come in, and then he fucked up, and Goku's now fucking up again. So I'm like, I mean, the only other way this happens is that Vegeta comes in to, it's like,
or they fuse, because that's the way out for everything.
No, but like he can like, they've theorized that Vegeta could literally, if like say. I know, so let's say Gotenks goes up to Vegeta and fights him, right? Like, the way that Vegeta's new power works, he could literally separate Goten and Trunks from each other, go like, boom. And okay. So I'm just like, it's like, wow, an original idea that isn't punch more and bigger energy blasts. My God. Yeah. And Vegeta's the only one who can do it, like, but then they like, obviously, because it's still Goku's story, they're like, let's just cuck Vegeta another victory. Like, Vegeta finally got a cool new thing that Goku definitely can't do.
Yeah, right. Unless he
but then let's just beat Vegeta up. But now Goku's game. And then Goku's like looks like he's about to get beat up. So like, hey man, Vegeta, can Vegeta finally do something? Win? Can he win?
Have Vegeta get the shit beat out of him, and he's like, "Oh, Kakarot," and then Kakarot comes in and beats the shit out of them. It's like, "Oh, I should have been better."
For the fifth time, I know there's like
how did you become more powerful than me?
Okay, the only thing I like about Super is that Vegeta's like, I accept you're stronger, but I'm still gonna try. So I'm like, well, it's like, wow, Vegeta had character. I mean, I know Goku technically has had character development, but Vegeta's character in Super is like one of the only things that looks like, oh no, it happened again.
Yeah. We good.
All right, we're good. I'm just gonna have to edit more shit.
I just have to cut out waifu list.
All right. Here, I want you because my list. I don't really have a list. I just had like people, but I know you made a list. So let's.
Hey man, I gotta rank them from 1 to 10, boy.
Oh my God, you ranked them, bro. I didn't rank them. I can't rank.
Hey
them.
Man,
they're my wife. Okay, well. Okay, first let's just go in summary before we go into that. Okay. What do you look for in a waifu? Like, what are the basic needs you're like for someone to, if you watch a random anime and you're like, this is waifu material right here. What do they need?
Plot. No. I don't know. They have to appeal to. I guess. Well, the first thing is like, oh, they have to appeal to me and shit. But like,
Is there any pattern with your waifus that like there's a through line where you're like there's some traits that are shared?
Kinda.
Besides plot.
I mean, like most of them, right? Most of them, well, like a majority of them are actually kind of yandere vibe-ish.
We're like, definitely gonna get into Darius in a bit, but yeah, my God, yandere.
They give out a dark aura. Like it's like I say 6 out of 10 of them have like a really dark aura to them. Like it's either like they have like their villain, or like you'll get what I mean.
They're not the innocent people. They're kind of like they're the bad girls. The bad you're trying.
Yeah,
Chelsea
kind of like etchy.
Is Chelsea like that? Is she the villain in your story? You're like, is she your Esdeath?
Yeah.
Esdeath. Is she on the list? Yeah. Is Esdeath on your list? I mean, a comic.
No. I mean, she's like 15. She's on my top 15. All
right. How many do you have for us today? Because I don't think I have like a top.
I got 10.
I'm just gonna, because I was just gonna like.
I can list off 5.
Because I was just gonna list some people and so give a general thing. But you have a whole top 10. You gotta go first. Then you gotta go first. Like you have to set the bar low so I can disappoint. Because obviously that's how you make comedy, right? Disappointment.
Okay. Yeah.
Self-deprecating. All right. Let me just like. Is this light? There we go. Just do that. There we go. That's a little better. All right. Yeah, but so let's go. Let's go from 1 to 10 or 10 to 1. Where are we going?
We can go 1 for 10.
We're gonna go from the top. The big girls first. All right. Who is your number one waifu, Justin?
My first one is Icarus from Heaven's Lost Property. And with that face, you already know who it is.
Me editing this video, having to put these girls on the screen.
Oh yeah, good luck. Yeah, no, Icarus is. I mean, she was like my first waifu, to be honest.
And I like how they got yandere vibes. First waifu, most innocent, pure soul in the entire world.
I didn't develop my yandere phase till like later in life. You know, this is like 2012.
Bro, but like Sora no Toshimo, right?
Yeah.
Heaven Lost Property. Yeah, that was.
Oh, that so
is a
good
show.
I mean, like,
I don't watch too much ecchi. That was one of the few ecchi shows I watched. I don't watch too much. No, you know me. I don't watch too much ecchi at all.
I don't know. You watch a lot of shonen shit.
I watch a lot of shonen and a lot of shoujo. Ecchi doesn't really.
Yep.
Even my harems are like, I watch Nisekoi. There is no ecchi in that show. I mean, there might be a little, but there's like little.
Like when I was like younger, 12 years old, I like could tolerate ecchi, like Day Alive, High School of the Dead, Sora no Tsushima, because I didn't really get. No, not even. I overlooked the ecchi part, and I actually liked the storyline for what it was.
But the ecchi dragged you in, though. You don't lie. The ecchi is your initial.
For some reason, I would try to watch High School DxD the 4th season. Like, I don't know when it came out. Oh my god, I couldn't even stomach the first episode. I was like, why the hell did I like this shit? Like, it's so like the story.
You're surprised how much horny can suppress other.
Apparently.
Thoughts. But okay, all right. That's your number one. Let's go to 2 through 10 now.
Gasa Yuno.
The waifu. Not the OG. She's not the OG. She is not the OG yandere because there have been other yanderes before her. But she is definitely the god. She's the king of yandere. The queen of yandere. The god of yandere.
Yeah, when you think yandere, you instantly think of Gasa
Yuki.
Yeah, basically, dude. And like the ending was great too, but yeah, Gasa Yuno definitely.
OVA ending or anime ending? I mean manga ending, but I'm talking about. Would you?
The OVA ending.
The OVA ending. Anime ending is too it just ends and you're just like what the. I am unfulfilled.
And then the OVA came out and it was like, oh, I fixed it. It.
All right, next, let's go 3 through 10 now. Where you got? What we got?
Number 3, Mizure Shirayuki from Rosario Vampire. Ice Girl.
I didn't watch Rosario Vampire. My girlfriend has, and I definitely know about it, but I can't picture her. But she'll be on the screen now for all you degenerates watching this video on YouTube.
Yep, she's shy but very stalkerish. I don't know. That was my vibe at that time. I was like, if a girl stalked me, I wouldn't mind it.
All right, next. Let's go.
Next one is Kurumi Tokisaki from Data Live. Girl with the freaking eyeball, time clock eyeball.
Oh, okay. I was like, Data is the one where he goes on all these. So he goes on dates with.
Yeah, it has to like make them fall in love with them so they don't explode the world.
Yeah, I kind of remember her. She's the crazy one, right?
The crazy one, yep.
Yeah,
The good one, the Lolita.
All right, I remember her.
Toka Kirishima from Tokyo Ghoul, the main heroine.
Definitely not a yandere, but
hey man,
she is literally wife material. She is wife.
Oh,
she's wife, man. She is
especially in the later
especially
Tokyo Ghouls,
in Re. Oh, by the way, for anyone who likes the Tokyo Ghoul anime and Rude and the Re-anime, they're fine. But the manga is so much better. Like, if you like tarot cards, if you like symbolism of tarot cards, like this motherfucker put like, hey, I'm gonna put a tarot card in the corner of this panel, and it means everything. It's like, what? And the anime and Period, I love you, Period, Naruto, Bleach, and everything. And now, I don't know. No, they're not doing Burn the Witch, but whatever. By the way, Burn the Witch, I need to watch that.
I didn't watch that.
I mean, it is in the Bleach world, but it's like a spin-off, right? But like apparently one of the main guy characters gives major Grimjaw vibes, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's like having Grimjaw as a main character. It's amazing."
Like, I love it.
Oh, that's already a sell because Grimjaw was so underused. Come on.
Hey man, that's how you sell. You just take
people have been like, Kubo has been making spin-offs for years. Burn the Witch is just the biggest one by far because it's like it was. He's made a few like one-offs like since Bleach ended. He's just like, oh, there's a story about. I mean, you know how like Kishimoto had other people do that for him. Like he had the Kakashi novels and then Sakura novel and the fucking some of them got into the Shippuden, like what's it called? What's his name? Shikamaru's novel was in the friggin' show, but like no. But then Kubo's like Burn the Witch, and everyone. I remember when that first manga from a few years ago when it first the one shot came out, and he's like Burn the Witch. I was like, oh, it's a Kubo novel, and then at the end when they put Burn the Witch, but then he blurred it out so it said Bleach. Everyone's like, oh my god, this is Bleach. Everyone's like, Ichigo's not in it, but it's Bleach.
Yeah,
so they're like, what if we had the Soul Society but in Britain? But in Britannia, that's a different. I am Louis V. Britannia. That's. Oh, I watched. By the way, I watched Code Geass R3. I won't say by what means, but I watched it. It's actually pretty good. It's like you haven't watched it? You call yourself?
No, I have it on anime. I have it like on a hard drive of anime that I will watch if I don't have internet.
All right.
Some saving.
Okay, basically we're waiting for the next big fire in California. Let's go. Another one, a bigger one.
Another one, bigger one.
Another one
that will burn down everything.
Burn it to the ground. Anyway, okay, we're at number 5 for you now.
6. Laura Bodwig from Infinite Stratus, the German girl with the silver hair and the eye patch.
I know of Infinite Stratus. I do not know her.
Bro, she's like 4th that came out.
I haven't watched. I haven't watched it, so that's why I know of it.
Yeah, but she's man.
I fell off anime after college, man. I have to go back into it. Like I'm graduating soon.
I have a second season, dude.
Bro, I've been like, there's so much stuff. Like I don't remember. I don't know how I watched so many anime back in the day. I just remembered I watched Zombie wa Desu.
Zombie wa Kare wa Desu Kai. Yeah, I remember that.
The only reason I remembered it because on a TikTok they showed the scene where he's jumping and pillars are shooting at him and it goes into that scene.
Oh no!
I remember I laughed just as hard as I did back then because it's so funny. It's so unexpected. The joke is like you have to watch it, but yeah, I remember
it's a good anime.
I have to go through everything and see what I watched because like I remember I was binging shit left and it's weird because college, even though the classes are harder, I have more time. I'm just lazy. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it. Like
I had a schedule, man. I had a schedule every day of the week for anime.
I don't know how high school me did that with less time. With less time.
Yep. I had less time, and I watched it like it was amazing.
Yeah. All right. So we're at number 7 or 8 now, right? For you.
Yeah, 7.
7.
I don't know if you can know this one. Tina Sprout, Black Bullet. Don't look up her age. And don't look. Yeah, just
Okay,
yeah.
I'll
Just
take
leave
your
it
word
like
for
that.
it. She's on the screen. For all you degenerate weebs, aka
Yeah.
Justin.
Yep. You're welcome. Victorique de Blues from Gosick. I also don't know her age, but probably don't want to look it up either.
Gosick. I think I know who that is.
Gosick is
Is
the
that detective?
anime.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the
Yeah,
main
for the
girl?
girl. Yeah, it's the main girl. It's the girl with
Oh
the
yeah, let's
golden
not
hair.
mention her age. Lolita. Lolita.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Alright.
Inori Yuzuhira from where is it? Joven.
Oh, shit.
Inori.
Oh my god! Now I'm gonna.
Come on, you know.
I'm weeb. Fuck. I'm not a database. I'm not Holden from Holden Reviews. I don't got encyclopedia of knowledge. I can just
Guilty Crown, bro.
Oh, of course, Guilty Crown,
Main
bro.
girl, Guilty
So
Crown.
everything that makes me horny.
Yep, the best girl ever. But she's 9.
She's not. That makes no sense.
Best girl, but she's 9.
Well, the best girl's actually behind you, so don't say anything too much. But
Don't tell her that.
all right,
She doesn't even know it yet.
All right.
And then
last one.
Toru from Kobayashi Maid-sama.
The dragon one.
Yep.
Which one is that?
The main dragon.
Okay,
the
blonde. All right. There we go. That's a solid. I've known people who've had much more questionable lists than that, and just shit
who's
taste.
The girl from School Days?
Which one? Which one?
I don't know. The one from the very end.
Okay. Before we get into this, originally this episode we were supposed to do this months ago. We were going to do a School Days episode, and we might still do that if there's any interest. We will do that full episode, just talking about the shittiest anime.
Hey man,
I was going to bring in. It's up there with top tier anime like Boku no Piku and Pupa.
Oh yeah, Pupa was something.
Perfect.
It was something. Right. I can say that for sure.
I'm just gonna it's not really list. I'm just gonna list some people. So of my most recent waifu, who is actually from a great show where the main people get together in the first arc. Oh my god, is Mai from freaking Bunny Girl Senpai.
Oh, Bunny Girl.
Okay, she is. She's so good. She is top. She is beyond. She is wholesome. She is everything, bro. She is like.
Have you seen the ending song where they all sing it?
No, the ending song. I can't remember the ending.
Dude.
But she is so fucking good, bro. She's like. You can't see her. She's like John Cena. It's John Cena. But if you ever watch Bunny Girl Senpai, is like I will say it's one of the best romance anime of recent. Like it's it is like, and with the movie that came out, which by the way doesn't even take the light novel is still going, so it's like it only did so much, but it's like
really
it is so good. Like Bunny Girl Senpai is one of the few recent romance anime that actually caught my eye because a lot of the romance there's haven't been much romance.
What about Rental Girl, man?
I haven't watched it yet. I need to, but I heard he's so much.
Read the manga.
I know the main character gets better, but he's such a simp in the beginning, right? Like he's like, but I heard people don't like him more because he's more of like he's so realistic and obtuse than everyone would like to admit. But like at the same time, like even more so, like he's such. Isn't the ending song basically him, shaking a soda? Shaking a soda. All right, another girl who I consider top tier because I don't have all of my anime that I've ever had, so I know I definitely have way more. I'm gonna have to think of more. I'm probably gonna go through. I'm just gonna because I remember I watch a lot of romance anime, so I'm just gonna put romance anime and see what comes up, and then I'll go from there. But like I have this one Misaki from Maid-sama, the main character from Maid-sama.
Oh
Aizawa,
Misaki
Aizawa, the class president.
Yeah,
we love strong, independent women who can literally kick ass. When like she's like put my foot down. No, she'll kick your ass, bro. That's what I need. I need a woman who will kick.
Fight for me.
Ashley's gonna beat me up later for saying this. And then the one person who kept like reappearing on my head was Koka Kaga from Golden Time.
Oh,
the main girl from
yeah.
Golden Time. She's like if you took a tsundere, but you took it back a little bit, and then you made her waifu material on top of that. You're just like, it's like, I don't really I like him, but you know, but she's so their relationship. She's like, I love you. I was like, oh my god, I've never seen such a wholesome relationship in such a show that obviously becomes sad at some point. But like, let's see, romance anime. Name some older anime, like old
romance.
No, not just romance, but old in general. Because I'm gonna have to think.
How old?
Okay. By the way, I know Hinata for me from Naruto is kind of a waifu, but she only gets that distinction because of the last. If you take away the last, there's no there's not even argument for Sakura. Sakura is just a girl who fell in love with a toxic guy and the toxic guy actually changed, but like it's like an ideal. It's like it's not realistic.
Yeah, it's only anime.
In terms of actually I mean, there's a lot of good female characters in Naruto, but I feel like none of them are like waifu material for me. I need like pure. I will say this. For you get a lot of more yandere and more vibe. I am a tsundere guy, man. Oh, from what was it called?
Like Toga?
From
was it Taiga?
Taiga from Toradora. She is just like this is exactly.
Don't look at her age.
Don't look at her age. Don't look at any of these people's ages. But like, for back in high school, shit, bro, I would have killed for a real life Taiga. She could smack me with her wooden sword any day, as long as I got to like pat her on the head and tell her like, "Good girl, you're a good girl. Oh, you're so cute." But she's trying to like, "Yeah, fucking kill you." Oh, and then what's called from? It's the other. This is back then when they had like the trio of tsunderes. It's like her name was. She's a wizard witch. She was the Explosion Girl before Explosion Girl. Luis.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Another show where the romance happens early on.
Yeah.
Saito season 2 of what is it called? What's it called? Fucking.
Oh shit!
Luis and Saito. I'm gonna look it up because I have a good thing. I finally got a second monitor again. Saito. And Saito was a Chad, bro. Like he was a little bitch, but he was a Chad. From
the OG.
Luis Zero no Tsukaima. Oh my god, that was.
Oh yeah, I remember
that. And Luis is just like the season. Bro, I rarely cry in like in a non drama anime because it's not a drama. It is a adventure fantasy. It was like the isekai before it was isekai because it's not a video game. But like, I cried at the end of season 2. So Saito, I'm like, fuck. They resolved it by the end of the episode, but for like the first half of that last episode of season 2, I was crying like a bitch.
Watching that thing like when I was like beginning like anime. Not knowing what the heck was going on, and
I
watched the first season, and then I was dumb enough to not figure out what the heck the second or third season was, and I watched the fourth season as my second season, and I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Okay, I'm just going through.
I watched it all the way to the end, and I was like, "Wait, that's it?"
Oh, that was it.
And
then another waifu, or not really waifu, but like it's more that she's just amazing because she's a waifu in terms. Because she hasn't shown much in the anime, but she's in the manga. She's like okay. Mirko from My Hero. All you gotta do.
Bunny girl.
Thick, dark skin, bad. Basically, if you took the best aspects of Bakugo and Deku and put them into a girl, and wants to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and she's out of bubblegum. She is like, she's like.
I agree.
She's literally like, her motto is, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you and then bring you in. She's like, if like, I'm trying to think of a normal, she would be her own protagonist in another show where she's like, I'm gonna fucking be the strongest there is. Again, it's not really Goku, it's more like, is there if you took Bakugo and removed the toxicity and made it a girl?
Yeah.
It's what every girl imagined Bakugo actually is like. But it's definitely not, because he has his own problem. You know, the best ship for Bakugo is Bakugo and Therapist. He needs that. Like, he of all, I know, like, people are like, oh, this is my hero. All these kids probably need, like, psychiatry or therapist. Bakugo is, like, he has a complex. He's both superiority and inferiority complex in the same person. And they fight, and he's like, my God. Or at least he doesn't have a god complex, but, like, he was edging. If it was written by anyone except for Hirokoshi, they would have given him a god complex. But they're like, no, let's not make him bitchy Sasuke, even more bitchy. Like, we don't need tsundere Sasuke. Okay,
you're right.
You're right. But, like, because people thought, especially, I think if you watch season 3, people thought they're gonna go like, my God, this is the Sasuke retrieval. Bakugo's gonna become a villain. He's gonna join Shigaraki to obtain power. And then he's like, fuck you, Bob.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like,
I thought he was gonna.
He's like, they both idolize All Might, but he's like, when All Might fucking wins and smiles, that's what I want. And you can't do that as a villain. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you're right.
He's just like
biggest brain.
But yeah, I need more. Fucking what's her name from Bleach? Cat. She's the cat.
The
Yoriichi.
The cat. Yeah.
Yoriichi. Bleach. Yoriichi. I was right first try. Yoriichi. Fucking.
Dude, that girl.
She is. I basically come to the point where it's like, I need a girl who will, like, challenge me.
Dark-skinned.
She needs to challenge me in some way.
And she needs to be dark skinned.
Not always, but, like, Yoriichi is.
What about the cat girl from Soul Eater?
The witch?
Yeah, the witch cat girl.
She doesn't have no character. I would rather have. Mako. I'd rather have Mako got character. Like, okay. So for you, I talked about that. You're more of a yandere guy, not necessarily, but
I lean towards more yandere.
What are you? And I'm more of a tsundere guy, but I've got a list of 10 teres here from the almighty information of Pinterest.
Pinterest. Okay.
So we just got, we're just gonna go through these, and we're gonna be a thumbs up, thumbs down. Basically, would you go if your waifu was just this character without any other thing? Would you be interested? First, we got tsundere. All right, axe mean and sometimes violent on the outside, but sweet on the inside. It's a thumbs up for me right there. Thumbs up. All right, we're good there. There's your favorite. We got the yandere. They actually use Yuno. They actually use Yuno they use Taiga for tsundere because obviously.
Yeah, that's
and they
typical.
use Yuno for yandere because obviously. Yeah, yandere acts sweet and cute on the outside, but when he or she loves someone, they are willing to kill just to stay with them. You are you love toxicity, don't you?
You
love to be owned. You like to be chained up.
Yeah, probably. I would doubt it.
Right. I think that's first 4 are like the main 4 dares that everyone knows. So we got
Kamidere.
It's near. It's like, it's not the main 4, but the main 4. Everyone, if you go to the convention, they have like, oh, here's your sticker. We got Kudere. We got the Kudere.
Isn't that the shy one?
No, this is the axe cool and unemotional and shows their sweet side over time. This is like the
the book readers or whatever.
The book readers. This is like it's the book readers. They're showing in this picture. It's from Angel Beats is the white haired girl.
Oh yeah. Goddamn. What's her name? It starts with a T, I think.
Something like that.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Angel Beats, another anime that makes everyone fucking cry. Fucking.
Yep.
We got Dandere, which I always get mixed with these two because they're very similar.
Oh yeah.
Acts quiet and silent, even unemotional at times, but eventually revealing that they're actually just shy. So basically, it's it's not the book girl kind of just like hi. This one's kind of like hello. Hinata. It's probably just Hinata. If only want Naruto metaphor, it's probably Hinata. It's probably the closest one.
I can see that. Yeah.
That. And then we got here. Now we got 6. These are the ones that are probably like the ones that mostly made up. Whatever. We can just go through it. We got the Dere.
Oh no!
Acts entirely sweet and energetic to every person that they meet. It's like, okay, I'm just
Oh, so basically the support characters.
the support. Not even not even second place girl. It's just third place girl here. It's just
Yeah, it's basically
here.
it's the friend of the main heroine.
Oh wait, let me just save the image and I can't. Let me save the image and put it in the chat so you.
Get an idea.
I'm just realizing this is gonna be. Good thing I'm only doing Windows mode. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I can't save it. Anyway, I put the link in the chat. You can open that up if you want, and then you can follow along. We're at Dere. We just finished Dere. Now we're going to the one you just mentioned, Kami Dere.
Oh, Dere. That's a girl from. Isn't that from?
Kaon.
What's that? Kaon.
I think it's Kaon.
Yeah.
All right, then we got Kami Dere. Acts very similar to Sundari, but with a god complex.
With a god complex, yeah, I've got a complex.
Very nice. Like that's like no,
I love it.
Like that is like no. I don't. Oh wait, we were supposed to give up or down. Oh, Kudere, I'll give it like a side. Like I'm not.
I give it like yeah.
I'll give it a side. Dandere. That's basically. I'll be honest. That's probably
Dandere. Yeah, I would.
That's basically my girlfriend. So here we go. Yeah, I love her, and that is a. And from that anime, I forgot what it's called. Is it the drawing one where he's like an artist or something?
Yeah.
And she's an artist. They're all like an artist house, right?
It's the pet one.
Yeah.
It's like something pet with something with an S and has like pet.
And then she's like they're all like an artist house or something, right? Yeah, she was hella good in that show. And then Dere. I mean, if that's just that's just their personality. I mean, I'll be their friend, but I cannot. Like I am not a person who can just absorb all this happiness. You need to be sad sometimes. Okay, just kidding. No. Then we got Himedere. No, Himedere. It's like Kamidere, but instead of a god complex, a princess complex.
No,
I think this is all just half of these things are just tsunderes. Okay, we just gotta be admitted.
Yeah, just have them as tsunderes with like sub tier tsunderes.
It's sub tier. Okay, now we got Kodere. Acts very intelligent. Sometimes she'll be nice, and other times still act cold.
Very indifferent sometimes.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, so I cannot say.
I've seen that person before, but
sorry for all. If this image gets on the screen, we are so sorry. And then we have
Undere.
Acts very nice, very agreeable, and it's a yes girl. Nah, I don't like no yes girl. You got.
Well, I mean, when with whatchamacallit, what's her face? Oh, I forget her name. Is it all right to pick up girls from a freaking dungeon?
Oh yeah, that's literally that. I think that's the main girl, but like, I haven't watched the show, so I have to. I haven't seen too many of those type of girls, so I'm just like, I'll be side. So the only one I put down so far is Dere and Kudere, I think. Kami Dere, I don't know if I want a god complex. That means there's no way and then Himedere, I can go Himedere. I can go Hime. I can be a prince.
She's an actual princess, yeah.
And the last one, we got the Mayadere. Acts like Sundere, but then she tries to kill the main character but switches. I know. I've seen these type of characters before. It's like the one who you're gonna kill, but then you're like, oh, he's actually sweet. Oh, am I falling in love with him? Cool. Oh no. It's like if the Yandere and Sundere had a baby.
Yep. Yeah. Basically. Yeah.
But she doesn't kill. She won't kill for him. But he's more like she's a yandere and everything until she actually sees the guy that he likes, and then she's like, "I don't like you." Literally, tsundere. If you haven't noticed, tsundere in Japan is probably the biggest archetype of. I know there's obviously girls who are outside the archetype. We were just talking about Darius because we're talking about this whole thing, but like, Also, there's the red glasses girl from. That was big in high school. What was her name? What's her name?
A red glasses girl.
She's like in the background of the image I just sent you. Like she's like fights David. She got a red sword. She wear a cardigan.
Hold on. Let me see this again. I have to pull it up again. Hold up. Oh! She's from
She's the main girl. She's the main character, right?
Yeah. She's the main character, but it's from the. Oh god damn it! I know the anime too.
I know it was big. We watched it in ARC.
It's a big one. Yeah.
That's how big it was. We don't watch many. We only watched big animes that we watched back in ARC was like
anime. I think it was like 2017.
So no. Before then, 14 because they're in high school. It's got to be at least 14, 15. 17. 14, 15. It's in the gold. It's in the red. I would call that the Renaissance because I think golden. because Golden Age I think is technically still like 2005 to 8. But people consider like the big golden age of like. But I feel like if you want to say there's a renaissance of like the one where all the new fans came or the new generation.
Even farther back, maybe 2012.
No, I think it's
I
at
don't
least,
think it was a new one. It might have been an old one that already finished.
Anime girl with red glasses. Red glasses.
You probably will find it first, to be honest.
Yeah, with that description, it's probably Mirai Kuriyama from Beyond the Boundary. Kyokai no Kanata. There we go.
Beyond the Boundary or whatever. Yeah.
She's like, I don't know what she'd be classified as, but I don't know. But anyway, so we're on the top. We've been on this topic of waifus. We've been talking for a while. Also, if you're listening to this podcast, and let's say you are into husbandos, please let me know. We would love to do a sequel to this and talk. Because I get the appeal. Obviously, husbandos are like they're for, but like what I don't know any of the archetypes for husbandos. Okay, like or for like best guy.
To be honest,
there might be similar thing, but like I don't think a lot of there's obviously some we're gonna get basically we need someone to talk about yaoi without.
Oh yeah,
we need someone to talk about yaoi basically because like everyone's like, oh, we just want usui from fucking Maid Sama, which to be fair,
anybody would.
He is like
he's like god tier.
Meanwhile, everyone wants to be that. All the guys would love to be that, but we're actually like the best friend childhood guy who was fat and ate everything but got skinny. Or that guy, I don't know his name. He came in like it wasn't even the halfway point. He came in like 2/3 point of the anime. It was like you were lost by default, bro. I mean, you're built up as the second place guy, but like I've never seen a second place person be placed so late into like so many arcs in.
Yeah, you're right.
It's almost good, but like, what do you look for when you see? Let's say it doesn't have to be a harem, but since harems are the easiest for getting multiple people, what do you consider? Obviously, let's get rid of plots and just say where do you? Is your best girl usually going to be the main girl, or do you find yourself sometimes for like second or third? If you don't understand, second place is all the short haired girls. It's the Rems. It's the
Who's Rem?
Bro, you're gonna piss off so many inside joke. And then what's her name? What's her name from? We were talking about Nisakoi, or Onodera.
Oh,
that's a second place girl
Onodera.
Who's by the way really good. But what's her name? What's the main girl's name? But that's because the main girl for me is still the top.
No,
Chisekoi. So it's Chi something, right? Chi.
So getting way off.
Man, we're off today. Chitoge is still. See, I'm gonna try Chitoge. Another tsundere. That's some top tier right there. Even though the other one, even though bro, my ideal waifu would probably be like if Onodera and Chitoge just fused.
Actually, would like Onodera and that one girl boy one, the tomboy one.
Oh, the one who from the picture we just showed.
Bodyguard.
Yeah,
yeah, that one.
She's good too. What? And who's the other girl who's kind of there? And she's the only one who just she says, Ryu-sama, whatever. Is the princess girl.
Oh yeah.
What's her name?
I don't remember her. She's kind of just omitted from my memory because she's not important.
No, she was last place girl.
It was Onodera, Chitoge, and then the other girl that was a boy-ish boy.
Tomboy. But
tomboy, gotta love the tomboy.
Yeah, but like, do you usually find yourself best girl usually being the main girl in the show, or do you
I mean, my list, basically it's usually the best girl.
Yeah,
I mean, like my top 5 is like best girl, and then top like 3 of them are like secondaries.
Like I don't know, like I don't. I think similar to me too, because I feel like when I watch a show and if I'm like, if I want to find I don't usually watch a show for best girl, but the girls who are like in the show that I'm like, oh yeah, I could see her getting with the main protagonist. Are typically, we're very vanilla, but it's typically the main girl just because usually she has the most, developed. I know like things like Rental Girlfriend, people really like the other girl, who will most likely become second place. What's her name?
Sumi or Rika?
Blue hair. She has blue hair.
Ruka.
She's like, if you were to watch that show and just look on social media, you'd think Ruka was the main girl because there's so many.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's
good.
she's good, but everyone's like, but I'm like, if I feel like just looking from the outside in, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, I still think I'd go for the main girl just because it gives off that tsundere. It's the tsunderes, bro. I can't help it. I need some.
She's definitely tsundere. I can tell you that for sure. But she's very like subtle tsundere.
Subtle tsundere.
She's not like over the top.
Yeah, but like, what other?
She's like professional.
Like, I didn't watch too much. What's the big harem show from all the way back in the day? Is like, he's in like a hotel. He's like, oh, you need this. Your grandpa's in now. You have to live here, and everyone else is a girl. I don't know his name, but
is it a hotel or is it like a dorm?
I don't know if it's a dorm
like
or
hot
hotel. Hot Springs. It's Hot Springs. It's it was like the big one from long. It's like from what all harems stream down from.
Probably.
It's like like the grandfather of harem. It's named though.
Wait, what's the? Is it like an actual like? Is there like plot? Is there like a fighting? Is it like a?
No,
action?
it's like I think it's mostly slice of life and
or is it vanilla?
comedy. It's I walked into a situation. Now I'm getting beat up. Harem.
Oh Jesus Christ! So it's like super.
It's the OG. But what's it called? Harem. Let me see. Harem anime. It's probably gonna be one of the main ones I see. Here, it's got to be.
There's a lot.
Harem anime, not anime meeting. What the? I don't harem animes. It is called. I have lost property now.
But I know a lot.
The main character has glasses. Is this a zombies on here? But I don't. Let's see, it's gotta be like. I'm gonna look on my anime list.
Samurai girls.
There's a High School DxD. Oh.
Yeah, you get the really like big ones, but like I don't.
Oran is a reverse harem, and it's not even a reverse harem. Calm down. There's like two people. Oh wait, the main girl again. We with main girls. The main girl from Yamada and the Seven Witches. She's top tier too. And she's one of the quiet.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, and then the tsundere from freaking God. The world God only knows. There, I'm going through this now.
Oh,
the one he talks to at the end of the last thing. Like she's like,
I don't remember. Basically, that's been a long time.
I'm looking up harem. It's all recent. I need like, where's my 90s? I need my 90s harem, bro.
Bro, I only like the good stuff, man. The new stuff.
Ugh, they put Kiss X Sis here before that. Get out of here, you piece of...
How's that a harem anime? There's only like two people.
Love Hina.
I've never seen that.
It is like one of the OG... This is literally from 2000. It is like an OG harem.
I haven't seen it.
Me either, but I've seen a few clips. It is like the OG harem. Like, and just based on looking at that... It's still, I'm like, I don't know. I guess it's mainly like if I go like, who's the best girl in My Hero? Ochako. For me, I mean, I think you might go Toga, but for me, it's like Ochako.
Yeah.
I mean, Toga. Mirko. I said Mirko, but like, if I want like around the main character, like who? Mirko is unattainable. It's just like I would die. Mirko's not looking for love. She's looking to destroy me, literally. But like,
be number one.
But Ochako is like, you know. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, you're right.
No, who's the rocker girl? Maybe her.
The rocker girl?
Season 4, she sings the song.
Oh,
They ship her with Denki all the time.
It starts with the J, I think.
Jiro.
Yeah, see?
Jiro. Maybe I'll go for Jiro before.
Jiro was good.
But then if you watch it, Jiro gives off that tsundere. I love the girls who are like, I don't like you, baka taco.
Momo. Momo's on another level.
Momo.
Yao Yuzuru.
She's definitely He-Man. She's a He-Man dinner. She's so princessy.
She's so like humble about it.
She's so humble about it. She's like, I didn't know I couldn't fit my bed into the door. It was like half her door. It's just her bed.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching today. If you want to like more anime talk, I feel like we can probably at this point, you're probably going to be like the main anime guy if we ever talk about anime. If anything big happens in anime, we'll keep an eye out. By the way, My Hero movie, second movie coming on Blu-ray in 3 days. I'm ready. I mean, I know it's been out for a lot of people through other means, but officially coming. Have you watched it? Did you watch it?
Heck yeah.
Did you get spoiled for stuff in season? By the way, if people don't know, that takes place like in between season. It's like somewhere during season 5. It's past season 4, but before the end of where season 5 probably ends at. So it's like a season 5 movie.
Spoiler. You get like more. You get
like, Hawks. Hawks comes in. Yeah. Endeavor showing off moves he doesn't show till the end of season. Because that came out before the end of season 4, right?
Yeah, they came out before season 4. Yeah,
it was during season 4 because I remember season 4 is coinciding.
Yeah, and then season 4 had towards the end of it, it showed
Hawks and
the things in the movie. Like it kind of like tied it all together.
Anyway, thank you. Yeah, but I think thank you all so much for watching. If you're on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you want more anime content like this degenerate thing, which had no format. We need more degenerate. We need to talk about. Like, I'm not an ecchi guy. We need more people to talk about ecchi if we want ecchi.
Hey man, I'll talk to you.
I'm not. Maybe we can get more people on. We'll see. If you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please follow the podcast. If you can, leave a rating. Remember, I have a Patreon, patreon.com/GoLocoPod, for access to episodes earlier on and longer versions of episodes for just a couple bucks a month. Anyway, thank you, Justin, for being on the show today.
Anytime, brother.
Any last words from one weeb to another and to the probably some audience of some weebs who've watched this? But like the 5 people who watched this episode.
Oh man.
Find yourself
go for anime for the plot.
Yeah,
find yourself and go for plot.
Always go for plot. Big plot.
Big plot.
Got double D's and thighs of steel. Plot.
The higher the letter, the better it is. The more fluffy.
I'll leave off with this. Tsunderes are god tier, but they're not Kami tier.
Will love you.
They all
love you regardless.
They all love you because they're not real.
In their own way.
They're not real.
True. You're right.
Okay. They're not real until you get that body pillow. They're real in our hearts.
That cardboard.
They're in the double helix in the sky with the drill that creates the massacre and the gun. We should talk about stuff like that next time, man. But anyway, have a good night, y'all. I'm on the recording. Bye. Peace out, y'all. Have a good night.